I saw a coin show and I'm like, oh, please let there be a PAMP Suisse in here. I own this, and I own a couple of them actually now. And I have to tell you, I want you guys to come right on in here. And when you look at this, and we had 52, I think we started with, who knows what we have now. This is 1,000 grams, but when you look at it from the side, and I remember saying to you, Mike, that to me, and I get mine out, I get it out of the safe, and I just stand there and just hold on to them. This is tangible wealth. That's like versus like we talked about, like with the silver in the paper, right? This
it's air. You're buying silver air.
Yeah, silver air, exactly. Right. $1,899.99. We have so few. This also VIP 5. Listen to that.
That's over 2 pounds pure silver, right there.
105.55 on 18-month.
And I had to find these because these have absolutely disappeared. They're gone right now. They're gone right now. And anytime we put them here on HSN, they sell very quickly for 2 reasons. I mean, first of all, I mean, it's HSN, so you can trust that you're actually going to get a kilo of silver.
Exactly,
okay,
you know what you're getting, yeah.
Yay. Yep. I mean, you know, you get what you paid for. You get what you bought.
Right.
But the VIP financing that we do here, so out there, you know, I talk to other coin dealers all the time.
Right.
Quite literally, the #1 question, the most often asked question that I get from every single solitary one of them is, how do you do 18-month interest-free financing on silver bars?
No kidding.
And I tell them the honest truth, which is it's magic.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, it's magic. There's no other explanation to them or anybody else. Nobody else on the planet can let you buy a kilo of silver that you put in your hand.
Right.
Anybody will let you lay away and put in $20 a month or whatever you want to do, and then you get it when you're all paid off. Yeah. Nobody else on the planet is going to send you this bar. They're going to send you your bar, and over the next 18 months, if you use, you know, HSN credit card or the affiliated credit cards, you can pay interest-free for 18 months, as long as you pay it off in the 18 months. So you do have to pay it off in the 18 months. It is interest-free. So on a bar like this, at 26% interest, you're talking about almost $800 in interest that you can see. So you can build your family's gold and silver wealth, and in this case, your silver wealth at no interest. Nobody else does. Now, that does not end your 30-day money-back guarantee after you get it, because remember, you get it right away. This is not layaway. And so what's happening is silver right now, particularly in physical silver. It's a fascinating thing that's happening in the marketplace today in physical silver. Physical silver is starting to bring bigger and bigger premiums because there's less and less and less physical silver. Over the course of time, and I've often said there's a lot of mysteries in the world. There's, you know, Area 51 and big stone things on Easter Island. As Suzanne Runyon says, why Annie married me, my wife. Massive, huge mystery. And to me, the price is silver. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's one of the most used commodities on planet Earth. Right. In terms of physical availability, it's has about the same availability as gold. There's about the same amount of gold and silver in the world. And I'll give you the exact numbers here in just a minute. Yet somehow silver, and traditionally for millennia, the thing was usually, you know, anywhere between 15 to 1 or 30 to 1. So 15 ounces of silver for an ounce of gold, or 30 for about the last, you know, 100 years. It's been about 30 ounces of silver to an ounce of gold. 30 to 1, that's called the gold-silver ratio. You know what the gold-silver ratio currently is? 100 to 1. Never been that in human history that I'm aware of. 100 ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold. You can't make an EV car.
I was going to say EV, solar panels,
you can't make an EV car or a solar cell or any of those stuff without silver. I mean, it's all, and understand when it's used for that, it's lost forever. We are in what's called silver deficit. Now they estimate this year it's only going to be 175 million ounces. Okay, it's been running over 200 million to 250 million ounces. And here's what I mean by silver deficit. We use more silver every year, manufacturing and everything else, than is mined or refined everywhere on the planet. And the only way you can get that silver is out of existing supplies. So while the amount of gold in the world goes up every single solitary year that you can put your hands on as it's mined, the amount of silver literally goes down every single solitary year. So here's what I was going to say. I'll tell you, I'll give you the numbers. If you take all the gold that's ever been mined in human history that you can put your hands on, it will roughly fit in this studio. It'll be a cube roughly 30 meters on an edge, 30 cubic meters of gold. That's all the gold.
So hard to wrap your head around that.
All the gold that's ever been mined in human history that exists, that we can put our hands on. If you take all the silver that's ever been mined in human history that you can put your hands on, same cube, 40 meters on an edge. 40 cubic meters versus 30 cubic meters, but somehow silver trades at 100th of the price
I don't understand.
of gold. I don't understand it.
I don't
Now,
understand
this is your way to
And there's only 20, how many again, Rob? 20-some? 27
so I started with
left.
50, we started with 50.
Yeah.
Well, I think we
it's
started with
52.
50.
You know what we didn't tell them? Doesn't this also come only here at HSN with an Assayer Certificate?
Yeah. Obviously, we have an Assay Certificate.
Yeah.
It's individually serial numbered.
See it right down
For
here, you
those of you
guys.
that are in the know, it's good for, it's IRA eligible.
Oh.
Okay, so there's a thing called a self-directed individual retirement account, IRA. And understand, I'm not a financial planner or anything else. I'm just explaining the bare bones of it.
Yeah.
In which you get to, pick what goes in your IRA. And in some of those IRAs, you can put actual physical gold and silver in there.
know that.
Not anything silver or anything gold fits into that account or is allowed to be put into that account. It has to be IRA eligible, and this is
That's
IRA
so good
eligible.
to know. I never knew about that.
And it's a relatively complicated process too, and I'm not advocating investing in anything.
Yeah.
I want to make that abundantly clear. But if you do that type of thing, this is IRA eligible.
Wow.
Okay, so that's
we have
really important
only
for you
a
to know.
handful remaining. You see the 2-minute clock up on the
Maybe
screen.
give them an update on VIP financing.
Yes, the VIP financing, $46. So if you have the HSN card, Red Q card, $46. And as we keep saying, absolutely no interest whatsoever. That is your 18-month VIP financing that you're going to get with this coin. 105.55. That's it.
$3 a day.
Think about
Basically $3 a day.
Wow.
So a fancy coffee. Well, not even that fancy a coffee.
I can't say this enough, you guys.
Now, when you hold that, what's the one thing you feel? I mean, other than the heaviness of it, is it's cold.
It's cold.
And why is that? Because it's a fabulous conductor of electricity. That is why it's used in EVs.
Solar,
and
EV,
the studio
EVs
is always
and everything.
freezing.
Yeah.
So this is the ambient temperature of the studio because the silver is going to be the ambient temperature of the room. And so it's freezing in here, and so that's going to be the same temperature as this room. So our hands are colder, are warmer than that, so that's why it feels so cold.
It feels so cold. That's so
the
true.
other thing it is it's so heavy. Well, it's the size of an ice cream bar. It weighs about what a box of ice cream bars are.
You know, it's one of my favorite things. I've been here 42 and a half years. One of my favorite things I've ever
And I know you
bought.
own one of those.
Oh, I sure do. Like I said, I get it out of my safe every now and then. And my husband's like, what are you doing? I said, I just want to feel it.
Because
it's the experience of it.
As you called it before, which is the perfect explainer, is it's a tangible asset.
Yeah,
tangible is something you can feel,
right,
something you can
tangible
hold.
wealth in
Now
my
you can do
hand.
that. You can do that paper, silver, and all that other stuff, and you can own all that. At the end of the day, it's just paper. This is the real deal. This is physical silver. You can put in your hands. You can hold in your hands. I suspect we're down to. I expect we're down to 12.5.
10. Yowzer.
10.
And that's not counting. Okay, we have a lot of people calling, so. Ooh, 75 people calling, there's 10 left, so.
Maybe we can take another look at that silver eagle at the end.
I was going to
here.
say, like, if we can take a look at our silver eagle, right, with the eagle
privy mark, the 70
mark.
privy.
I think it was like the
That we
second item
launched,
we had in the hour, the third item. If we can remind them of that too, Rob, that